Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Ms. Kirby, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, this gentleman, Douglas Kirby, he stopped paying child support about a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Danny, he's 8 now. I want to know what is going on, and I want to know when he's going to stop paying child support, please.
Okay. So how long has it been since he paid child support?
He paid for 3 years.
Okay.
And it's been 2 years since I haven't received anything.
Before we step inside this courtroom drama, make sure you're subscribed to the channel that brings you real cases, real emotions, and real decisions. Every episode uncovers the truth behind broken relationships, financial battles, and life-changing rulings. If you're drawn to intense courtroom showdowns and powerful testimonies, hit that subscribe button right now. Like this video to support detailed storytelling, and share it with someone who follows legal drama. This case is not just about money, it's about responsibility, illness, and a child caught in the middle. Stay with us.
Okay, 2 years, okay. And you said the child is 8?
Yes.
8 years, okay. All right, Mr. Kirby, is there a reason why you have not paid child support in 2 years?
Correct, Your Honor. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis about 3 years ago, and
Okay.
over the period of 8 months, it actually got really bad, and so I have not been able to really. I'm unemployed at the moment. I have not been able to work. I do, however, I receive disability and Social Security, and I've got the paperwork here if you need to see that.
Court is now in session. The case Kirby, an 8-year-old child. 2 parents, and 2 years of unpaid child support. Miss Kirby steps forward, calm but frustrated. She tells the judge that Douglas Kirby stopped paying support after contributing for 3 years. For 2 years, nothing. No payments. No explanation. The courtroom listens carefully. An 8-year-old boy named Danny stands at the center of this dispute. The mother wants answers. She wants stability. She wants to know when the payments will resume. The judge begins the questioning. Time frames are confirmed.
Well, I have a copy of it up here with what was turned in.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So I see award letters. He does receive Social Security and disability.
Well, first of all, I think he's lying. Second of all, he can work with minimal duties.
Well, what do you
still
think
pay
he's
child-
lying about? You think he's lying about the disability? You think he's lying about the award letters that I'm looking at because they look like official documents from the state?
Okay, ma'am, it's like this. This guy is not good. Once we got married 9 years ago, I took care of him. Doesn't have a job. I made him to go back to college. I made him to get a degree. He's got a good job.
Mr. Kirby finally speaks. His voice is steady but heavy. 3 years ago, he was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Within 8 months, his condition worsened. Walking became difficult. Working became impossible. He is now unemployed. His income comes from disability and Social Security benefits. Official paperwork is presented to the court. The judge reviews award letters from the state. They appear legitimate. But across the room, skepticism rises. Miss Kirby believes he is exaggerating. She claims he can still work minimal duties. The judge challenges her accusation. Are the documents fake, or is this truly a medical crisis?
IT. Okay, as soon as he got the job, okay, I don't want to be married anymore. Really? All right, you have a good job. Pay child support. Then, okay, he was paying $1,000 a month. Now I'm $1,000 a month short for 2 years.
Okay, I understand that, but you understand that he has a legitimate excuse for not paying anything, right? I understand it may be frustrating, but you do understand that, right?
He cannot work in IT. He cannot just push the buttons.
Well,
It's
if
not
he
like-
has something from a doctor saying that he cannot work. Until he gets something that actually releases him to work or he stops receiving benefits.
Story shifts backward. 9 years of marriage, Miss Kirby says she carried the weight. She pushed him to return to college. She encouraged him to earn an IT degree. He eventually secured a good job. According to her, once stability arrived, the marriage ended. Now she questions his inability to work. He once earned enough to pay $1,000 a month in support. For 2 years, that income disappeared. The judge acknowledges her frustration, but the law requires proof, not emotion. If he is medically unable to work, the court cannot force income that does not exist.
From the state, we really can't order him to pay any child support.
I think what he wants to do, he just wants to stay home, sleep until noon, whatever, then go out there, play guitar or whatever it is that he was doing before we got married. He just doesn't want any responsibilities. And I think he needs a reevaluation on his medical exam.
Okay, well you definitely can pay for that if you want to do a reevaluation or anything like that, but he can't give you what he does not have. So I can't modify his child support or anything like that to make him pay you any more money.
Accusations intensify. Miss Kirby claims he prefers comfort over responsibility. She suggests he stays home, sleeps late, plays guitar, and avoids adulthood. She demands a medical reevaluation. The judge responds firmly. If she wants another medical review, she may request one. But the court cannot demand payments from someone without income. Disability benefits are not equivalent to previous earnings. The legal system operates on evidence, not suspicion. The central question becomes simple yet harsh. Can a man be ordered to pay money he does not have?
I just can't do that. Not when he has a legitimate reason not to be doing it.
Can you order him to pay health insurance? Because I'm paying $300 right now for the health insurance for the child.
Is that for the child only, or is that
Yes,
for
ma'am,
you?
for the child only.
Okay, like I said, until he, okay, gets some sort of clearance, some sort of W-2 paycheck stub that says he's making around the amount that he was making, I mean, you really can't do anything at this point.
Okay, fine. Even if though he receives less money now.
The mother shifts focus. Health insurance. She is paying $300 monthly for their son's coverage. Can the court order him to share that cost? The judge examines the situation carefully. Without employment verification, without a new W-2, without proof of regained income, there is little authority to enforce additional payments. Even though he receives reduced funds, Social Security benefits cannot be directly touched for this purpose. The law draws strict boundaries. The judge explains patiently, but the disappointment in the mother's voice is unmistakable.
But he still can pay child support out of that amount, right?
Well, he can pay, it's taken out of the lesser amount, but not from his Social Security benefit. It's not going to be taken out of that.
So there's nothing I can do about it.
Not at this point, unfortunately. Do you know when, well, you probably don't know, has the doctor said anything about you being released back to work full-time or anything like that?
Nothing at the moment. It's not something I'm against. I was making good money doing IT, and she's right. She did push me to, go back to college. And
the judge turns to Mr. Kirby again. Has any doctor cleared him to return to work? Not yet. He admits he once earned well in IT. He even saved money for Danny's future education. He credits his former wife for pushing him toward that success. But now screens blur. Numbers distort. His condition prevents consistent work. He apologizes openly. He insists he loves his son deeply. He promises that if medically cleared, he will contribute again. The courtroom senses sincerity. But sincerity alone does not solve today's financial gap.
get my degree, and it worked out for quite a bit. I even set some money aside for college for Danny, but it's just at the moment I can't. And like I said, over 8 months it just kept getting worse. There's small signs of it getting slightly better, but it's really bad right now. I can't stare at screens. The numbers get blurred within it. At the moment, I do apologize. But it's not something I can do. I would love to. I love our son as much as you do, but I mean, right now, if we're being honest, you make decent.
Miss Kirby calls it another excuse. The judge intervenes. There is one important reminder. If his health improves and his income increases, child support can be raised accordingly. Today's ruling does not protect him forever. It reflects present circumstances only. For now, no modification, no additional enforcement. The case is dismissed. The tension lingers even as the gavel metaphorically falls. This was not a victory for either side. It was a decision shaped by medical reality and legal boundaries. And at the center remains Danny, a child dependent on uncertain futures.
You make a decent amount annually.
I believe he's sincere. I believe he's being very sincere about what he's saying.
When I can contribute, if I'm cleared, I'm more than willing to do it, Your Honor.
It's always something. It's always some kind of excuses, Your Honor.
Well, the good thing is that if and when that time comes and he's able to make even more money, right? You understand that your child support can go up.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Correct.
So in the event that happens, you can get an increase, but just nothing for today. Okay. Do you have any other questions?
No.
No? Okay. Do you have any other questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Cases like this reveal how illness, divorce, and financial obligation collide in complicated ways. The law balances empathy with evidence, but emotional wounds often remain unresolved. If you found this breakdown powerful, make sure you subscribe for more real courtroom documentaries. Like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and tell us whose side you stand on. Your support keeps this channel growing. For business inquiries or brand sponsorship discussions, you can contact us directly at arhabshahid8@gmail.com.